The Buffalo Bills win in a thriller against the Jacksonville Jaguars 27-24. Welcome to Buffalo Against the World.
This is Buffalo Against the World Sports Talk with Kulu and
Cousin Brad.
Bills Mafia. It's our time.
Act like you know, baby.
Act like you know.
Welcome to another edition of Buffalo Against the World, and we are here on a Victory Monday as the Buffalo Bills get their first playoff win in 33 years. We're going to get into the details of that road win in 33 years. Let's get into it, man. We got a lot to talk about, Cuzzo Brad. Man, it was great to see the Buffalo Bills handle business. A lot of great things to talk about. But before we get into this game, why don't you do your ritual and take us around the league?
Yeah, a lot happened even before Wild Card Weekend. We can go ahead and jump on to it. We're going to start off with a couple coach firings. Pete Carroll fired again, second time in 3 years. Pete, I'm just being real, NFL might not be for you anymore. Might want to go back to college. It's fun now. They're getting paid. So you can go back down there. It's fun now. John Harbaugh, the other Harbaugh, who wasn't in the playoffs. He was let go by the Baltimore Ravens, but he's hasn't made a deal yet. There are rumblings that he may take the Miami Dolphins job. And why do you say that, Cousin Brad? Oh, yeah, Mike McDaniel got fired too, because, Dolphins. Anyway, Kevin Stefanski, he is fired as the Browns head coach because, we kind of saw this coming. But anyway, Arizona fired their head coach, and I can't even remember his name because he was Arizona's head coach. A little bit of injury news coming up before we go into the scores. As far as Bills go, first off, Curtis Samuel and Ed Oliver are back to practice. They have not been reported as to the active roster, but they are back to practice, so that is some good news. Wide receiver Gabe Davis has a torn ACL. He is out for the rest of the year. Thoughts and prayers for Gabe Davis. I saw the picture he posted on Instagram this morning. Looks kind of gross. But, hey, man, thoughts and prayers. Rest up. Big game, Gabe. If we get this ring, you get a ring too, bro. You earned it. Safety Jordan Poyer has a hamstring injury. He is week to week. Dalton Kincaid was in a walking boot coming in today, but it's more of a precautionary measure at this point. He may be good to go this week. He should be. And Damar Hamlin reported up as good to go. We know report as if he's gonna play this week. We don't know yet as of right now. George Kittle. Wide receiver George Kittle is a torn ACL. He is out for the rest of the year. Thoughts and prayers to him as far as that goes. But let's go into these scores. Starting off with Wild Card Weekend. Saturday was crazy. The LA Rams took on the Carolina Kitty Cats. And Panthers put up a fight. They put up a fight, but they just couldn't pull it off in the end. LA Rams beat them 34-31. Chicago, the Bears. The zesty god himself, Mr. Caleb Williams, had to come back, as I thought the Bears were not going to beat the Green Bay Packers. They had them the whole game, and then the Bears just said, okay, enough of this. We're going to take back our division, and they ended up beating them in the second half, beating the Green Bay Packers 31-27. San Francisco and the Eagles played yesterday. San Francisco pulled off the dub in Philly, 23-19. The Chargers. You had one job. Bro. One job. Unfortunately, half of their offensive line didn't show up, and they just teed off on Justin Herbert all game as they fell to the New England Patriots 16-3. Tonight's game is between the Texans and Steelers. Kind of got to watch that. We kind of going to watch that as we go along here, but if you don't want to, you get the scores later. And the Buffalo Bills beat the Duval Jacksonville Jaguars. Do you hear that? Oh, kind of quiet now. Kind of quiet. All of the media and the rest of the world who thought we were going to lose this game. All of you. I have a list. I'll go down that list. But yeah, Buffalo Bills pulled it off yesterday in Duval, beating the Jacksonville Jaguars 27-24. And oh my God, they have the best rushing defense in the league. Yeah, well, we got the best rushing attack in the league, and our line just obliterated their defensive line when Josh Allen pulled a tush push, the longest tush push probably in history, going 10 yards to get to the paint. But they said he was short, but I mean, he might as well score it anyway because he scored the next play anyway. And Trevor Lawrence, man, not a lot of hate for Trevor Lawrence because he still hasn't won a playoff game yet. Funny how nobody says anything about that. But at the end, my man Cole Bishop got the pick at the end, and the Bills pulled off the victory. Cool. How you feeling about that, Dub? Because there was a lot of talk before this game, and we just shut a lot of people up. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling great, man. I think that, obviously there were some things that need to be cleaned up. But ultimately, a win is a win in the playoffs. And however hard it comes, you got to get the win. You got to get the win. Struggles. There were some struggles in the first half.
Yeah.
We definitely noticed when Jordan Poyer went down. What's my man's name? The other safety guy, Hancock. He really struggled. He looked way out of place. He didn't know where he was supposed to be, and you saw it. You saw it all over the field. Again, remember when we talked early in the season about poor safety play, how very important to this defense it is for everybody in that secondary to be in sync. And we saw the struggles. We saw how Washington was going off. He was going off. Like, this kid was cooking. He was cooking, and he could not be stopped. And you clearly noticed the difference between as soon as Jordan Poyer was gone off the field. You was like, what is
anybody
going on up there?
Anybody want to cover 11? Anybody want to cover him?
So that was something. The run defense had some struggles early on. They tightened up in the second half. They did keep ATN to under 100 yards. He had 10 for 67, but he averaged 6.7 yards a carry. As long as it was 26. Tootin came in. He had 4 for 51. So they had about 100. And then Trevor Lawrence added 31 on to that as well. No touchdowns for the running backs, but they did have over 150 yards of rushing against the Buffalo Bills. Trevor Lawrence, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Again, Parker Washington was the guy who really killed us. Travis Etienne helped out, and Brian Thomas Jr. had a touchdown. Etienne had a receiving touchdown. Jacoby Myers was pretty much shut down city. But Parker Washington, man, that cat balled out, man. So you got to put respect on that. It was a battle. But on the other side, statistic-wise, Josh Allen led the way with 28 of 35. Very efficient day for him, 273, a touchdown, no interception. He was sacked once, 108 QBR. James Cook didn't have his biggest game. He had 15 for 46, 3.1 yards a carry. His longest was 11. Josh Allen tacked on with 11 for 33. The Bills did not have 100 yards rushing. Kind of was wanting to see a little bit of Ray Davis in the backfield more often, getting some touches than Ty Johnson being hurt. But that didn't happen.
You can't put the ball on the ground, Ray.
Yeah.
The problem.
So that was something that I didn't like to see. Khalil Shakir had 12 for 82. Brandon Cooks had 3 big catches, 3 for 58. He's coming up big. One of the longest, 36. Keon Coleman had 1 for 36, and Dawson Knox 3 for 30. Dalton Kincaid 3 for 28. Shavers 1 for 14. So Shaq Thompson led the way with tackles. Again, Shaq Thompson continues to be an enforcer on that defense.
Definitely.
I was not very happy with the defensive anchors, the defensive ends. They did not contain very well. They were getting beat to the edge a lot of times in the game. So that's something that they have to get a hold of as we continue forward in the playoffs. But a lot of positives, cuz.
Yeah.
Cole Bishop, Trey White, those two guys, Cole Bishop continues to show his progression this year as a defensive back, as a safety on this team. But Trey White had his best game of the season.
Yeah, and I have a couple people call out. Okay, we are going to start off this list. Ready for this? Dan Patrick, TJ Husmanzada, Emmanuel Acho. I mean, we're not surprised that Nick Wright's on this list. But anyway, let's see, Mike Greenberg, Colin Cowherd, who's the other guy? Darren McFadden, Dominique Foxworth. A lot of these guys. Pat McAfee. A couple of other guys here. Oh, Dan Orlovsky. But he did pick us in the beginning, but I can't get mad at him. Rex Ryan and Booger McFarland. All of those dudes picked us to lose this game. The only two dudes to pick us to win this game was Cameron from Dipset. Shout out to him. And the other dude opposite of LaShawn McCoy. Those are the only two dudes. Cameron from Dipset and LaShawn McCoy were the only two major network outlets to pick the Bills to win. And look what happened. We won the game. Long list of people. And hold on, I'm sorry. Did people say it was just going to be Josh Allen and James Cook? Didn't 9 different people catch the ball yesterday? 9 different people caught a pass yesterday. That's crazy. Sounds like that everybody East thing worked yesterday. Don't know what was going on. Just saying. Pretty crazy out there. And hey, we're still here. Everyone's waiting for Buffalo to die, but we just won't because we have the Western New York Nightmare on our team, Josh Allen. He was absolutely amazing yesterday. Absolutely amazing. He is dinged up. He is broken. He is bruised. He is beaten. And shout out to Mrs. Josh Allen, Haley Steinfeld, winning 2 Golden Globes yesterday. Shout out to her. It's a good day in the Allen household.
Yeah, definitely. Again, Cuzzo, Trey had a really good day. Josh Allen came through. Again, that defense is stout. That Jaguars defense, the best run defense in the league, and they showed it. They were stout. They did not allow James Cook to really get off like he really wants to. But that's where Joe Brady, you're interviewing for a job with the Baltimore Ravens guy. You got to put your best foot forward, you would think. You're still doing bubble screens on 3rd down. Come on, dude. They don't really work. All right. So you got to get a little more creative. You got to get your running backs in the passing game a little bit more. If you can't get James Cook the ball in the back out of the backfield, throw him the ball. He's still a weapon. You don't got to get, if you don't want to give Ray Davis that many touches that game, throw him the ball. So these are things I would like to see. It took all the way up into the second half before I saw Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid. Like, we got it. The tight ends have to be regularly involved. The running backs and the tight ends have to be regularly involved in order for the Bills to have success on offense. So
I don't think we played bad on offense yesterday. So I mean, the run game wasn't there.
We didn't. But I don't think that the Bills should be limited to if your offensive line isn't run blocking well that day, that James Cook should be completely taken out of the game. Like, he should not have opportunities. He still has to get the ball in his hands. He's still one of your best playmakers. Get him the ball, get him in space, let him make a play. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You find ways to get your best players involved. And the Bills' best players on offense are Josh Allen, let that boy cook, Dalton Kincaid, okay? And then you have your seconds with, Ty Johnson, Ray Davis, and then you also got Dawson Knox as well. Everybody else, then you got Khalil Shakir. Everybody else.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Everybody else, if you're not wide open, don't even look for the ball. That's how I feel.
I gotta disagree with you. I think that they shut the run game down. They're the best run defense in the league, so we had to make adjustments and alternatives. And we went back to the old well. We went back to Khalil Shakir. Your man had 12 catches? You said, 12 catches yesterday. 10 catches. Yeah. 10 catches yesterday. A lot of yards. He was huge for us yesterday. So I gotta give credit where credit was due. They took away James Cook, our best option. As far as besides Josh Allen, they said, okay, we'll go to our other guy. Mr. Reliable, Mr. Run After Catch himself, Khalil Shakir. They did a good job. That defense is pretty good. That is a really, really good defense. Got some playmakers up front. Pressure was getting to Josh Allen. Coverage was a problem for them because there was a lot of guys that were open down the field. And I got to give that credit to Josh Allen on that play to Brandon Cooks down the field. That was awesome. That was awesome. They played a cover 2, and the safety had no idea what was happening right there. Brandon Cooks ran past him. Had Josh Allen would have stayed in the pocket and just stood there and without a guy coming in his face, and the running back would actually block the defender coming in, that's probably a touchdown. That was off his back foot. Could you imagine if he actually planted and aimed and threw? Oh, gosh. Would have been awesome.
Yeah, so obviously, I just want to see a little bit more from our offense. And I think that we still got to rely on the 3 tight ends, 3 running backs, as we always have done. And that I believe that's the strong point of this offense. And I think that's really gonna, we expected to see. Joe Brady said he was holding on to some plays for the playoffs. Well, hopefully he's not holding on to any more, because we want to see that arsenal out there, with the exception of that screen. So great game overall. You're getting teams' best right now. You're getting, we saw it in the playoffs. Most games were decided by 4 points, with the exception of the New England game. And again, that's really just because the offensive line for the Chargers is just terrible. They were our only hope to get a playoff game in Buffalo. But hey, that wasn't.
Come on, LA. You had one job, and the Patriots didn't look that good either. Just throwing it out there. They didn't look that good. So, I mean, you had one job, LA. I mean, I get it. 2 of your best linemen are out. Another one went out, and Justin Herbert, man, wow, he was abused yesterday. I mean, you got to feel sorry for the dude at some point, because man, it was almost getting to be a hate crime the way they were treating him. The one play, they actually tomahawked dude's helmet, and no penalty was called. It's like, dude, what are we doing out here? Somebody help this guy. So man,
of course, the Patriots get away with everything, as you know.
I know, nothing called at all. But they didn't look too good either. They got the dub, respect it. But that defense of LA looking pretty good out there. I mean, hey, a couple of plays go their way. The offensive line protects a little bit. We might be having a different conversation. But hey, we got to go through the Broncos. We'll go through the Broncos. We'll go through the Patriots if we have to.
Yeah, we're going to get to that in a little bit later in regards to the Broncos game. But yeah, overall, Cuzzo Brad, a win is a win.
Absolutely, a playoff win.
A playoff win. We're going to get into how long it's been, when was the last time, and let's go over to our next segment. Let's go over to our.
If there's any haters in here right now that don't have nobody to hate on, feel free to hate on me.
Keep the hate coming. Keep the hate coming. Buffalo Against the World show.
Turn me up some more so my haters can hit.
Okay. We usually do this hater of the week. And before I say this, want to have a disclaimer because the internet is forever. I did say on a previous podcast, as well as this one, that the Bills will be one and done. I did say that after the Texans game. I spoke out of frustration. I was very mad because it was the day after the Texans game, and I did say it on another podcast before that clip goes riding around the internet. Hey, didn't Cousin Brad say this? Yes, I did. But, we beat the crap out. I did say we were going to beat the Steelers, and we did, and we went on a magical run, and the run isn't over yet. So, I did say that. But all of you who said we were going to lose this game, we won the game. Anyway, that doesn't go to you. The hater of the week doesn't go to you. Hater of the week goes to a guy that's technically, legally on our roster, but showed up in a different stadium. Huh? What? What was going on? What are you talking about, Cousin Brad? Ella Oliver was at home. We saw the pictures on Instagram. He's watching the game. Yeah, I ain't talking about him. I'm talking about, remember we signed Darius Slay? Remember how we got him in free agency? Remember, he didn't want to play for Buffalo. He's like, I don't know if I want to even play anymore. I don't even want to know if I do anything. And plus, it's way too cold in Buffalo, man. It's way too cold in Buffalo. Funny and a little bit ironic because he showed up to the Philadelphia Eagles game. Came out of the tunnel, showed up on the sidelines, him and his girl, they at the Philadelphia Eagles game where Philly lost in Philadelphia. And ironically, you would have been on our roster playing in Florida. So what was the miscommunication here? So just so I'm clear, the Bills sign you off of waivers, claim you off of waivers, and you say it's too cold in Buffalo, yet you go to Philly where they lose, and you could have been playing in Florida where we won. I'm gonna be real cool. When we win the Super Bowl, he don't get a ring.
Well, if I'm Buffalo, I release Slay now.
Yeah.
I don't even want that energy around. I think we were trying to keep him from a Super Bowl team. I think that was the idea. Keep him from the Eagles.
Yeah.
Especially the week we signed him, the week we were going to play the Eagles. I think that's what Brandon Beane's thinking was. And if I'm Brandon Beane, I'm cutting him the week. If we get to the Super Bowl, I'm cutting him that week.
Yeah.
I'm releasing him. Goodbye. You're not getting a ring. You didn't even show up to Buffalo.
Yeah. Come on, bro. And you showed up to the Eagles game and they lost in Philly. But you could have been playing in Florida, helping us, beat on the Jaguars. We could have used you out there. Somebody had to cover 11. Just throwing it out there. But hey, hater of the week, Darius Slay. Yeah, you don't deserve a ring, bro. Sorry, that was really messed up. You ain't even show up to the game, bro. You showed up to a whole different stadium and made that team lose. And AJ Brown, what's up with you, bro? What's up with you, dog? Why do you want to kill your coach? Does anybody in Philly like each other? What is going on? What is
AJ
going
Brown,
on?
I was telling you, I wanted AJ Brown.
I don't want him.
I wanted him in that trade deadline. Listen. Every wide receiver that's good has a little dog in him. That's okay.
Nah, bro, that boy he got mad dog. That boy tripping, and he dropped 2 crucial passes, and then almost beat up his head coach. Then didn't talk to the media. Like, dude, you gotta go, bro. You gotta go.
That man is a savage, man. Get that man a ball.
Don't bring him here.
He is the Eric Moulds of this league right now.
I'm good.
Same guy you say is the greatest Bills receiver of all time. He is that. That's exactly what you're gonna get. And you know what?
I ain't buying.
Bro, I'm not afraid of that. I understand the game of football, and
we just dealt with that.
I'm not. I understand that some good players come with some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Some good players, they come with some stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. That's okay. You want to win, you need some dogs. So, hey, next year he's out there. Hey, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do, Buffalo.
I would rather trade Keon Coleman and a 2nd-round pick for Garrett Wilson. I'd rather take those problems. I'll take those problems. Not AJ Brown. That dude, he need to play for the Raiders or something. That dude a problem.
All right, let's go into our winner sin segment.
It's us against the world. It's us against Buffalo against the world. It's us against.
All right, Cuzzo Brad. The Buffalo Bills pulled off a win. Wasn't pretty, but they got the job done. It was a thriller. It was a battle. It was a fight. Was it a winner sin that this game wasn't close?
I thought this game was beautiful.
So close.
I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was a great win. I think it's a 100% win. Yeah, we're not blowing teams out. Like, I get it. Everybody wants the sexy points. But if you looked at Wild Card Weekend, nobody blew anybody out. The Bears didn't blow the Packers out. The Rams should have blew the Carolina Panthers out. They didn't do it. I mean, nobody blew anybody out. Last night's game between the Patriots and the Chargers, they didn't blow anybody out. Niners and Eagles, nobody got blew out. So yeah, it's definitely a win because everybody except this show and a couple other people I mentioned earlier were expecting the Bills to lose. They're like, oh my God, the Jaguars are on an 8-game winning streak. Did y'all see some of the teams they beat on that 8-game winning streak? Not a lot of strength on that schedule. And they're in the AFC South. I mean, yeah, you got the Texans who they did beat. Then you got the Colts who just went on a downward spiral. Then you got the Titans twice. And then you played the Jets and the Dolphins. So, I mean, did you really beat anybody with some character? Then you got some competition, and a team. It brings me back to that famous quote by Cat Williams. We talk about Trevor Lawrence. This could be his year. He's playing at an MVP level. He's going to be great in the postseason. Remember that Cat Williams quote? He said, "Remember how we used to do in our club days? We used to see the Chrysler 300. Oh my God, it looked like a Bentley." Till a Bentley pull up, and that's when this guy pulled up. Trevor Lawrence is looking like an MVP till an MVP pull up. Now look at Trevor Lawrence out of the playoffs again. Definitely a win.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a humbling win for the Buffalo Bills to help us to know where we're at. We know we're gonna have to score points. We're gonna have to score points. More points to compensate for sometimes the defensive struggles. We know we're a second half team. That was the epitome of yesterday's game again. We did score first, but I think in order for this team to really get into championship contention, they're going to have to wash somebody up. And I hope it's Denver. We put up 40 on Denver last year. We'll get to that, but it's definitely a win. Definitely a win.
I mean, it's the playoffs, bro. Like, this is the cream of the crop right here. I mean, we're not a juggernaut. I don't think Denver's a juggernaut, but I think we're better than all the teams in the AFC right now. I think literally all the teams that are left in the AFC, we're better than all of them. So, I mean, you talk about we got to be in championship contention. We're already in championship contention. Like, we need 2 more wins. We're right where we want to be. So I don't know.
He says you got to give McDermott some credit. He's done
Definitely
a great job coaching this year with all the injuries. It has been all abysmal of injuries that he's had to manage, and having that next man up mentality is really helped. Hopefully, it was mentioned earlier that Darnell Savage could be ready to go. I would much rather see Darnell Savage than see Damar Hamlin. Yes, Damar Hamlin's a safe option. But if I had my way, depending on the practice week that Damar Hamlin has, I would activate him and have Darnell Savage start.
I agree.
I would have Savage start. Savage is going to be the future safety for this team. That's why they picked him up on waivers. He's young. He's 27 years old. Had a promising career in Green Bay. Things fell off a little bit with the Steelers, but he has the potential. He's got the speed. He's got the size. He's got a knack for the ball and where the ball is, and he comes downhill and makes really solid tackles. I think he's going to be the future of this team. Now, how much he's caught up to speed with the defense, that's going to remain to be seen. But I would put Damar Hamlin as a depth guy, not a guy that's going to start this next game.
Yeah, you don't want to put Damar Hamlin out there in a playoff game against the number 1 seed. Yeah, no. Don't want to do that. So definitely put either Savage out there and see how Poyer is. See how Poyer is at the end of the week. If he's good, if he's good to go, let him go out there. If not, Savage is definitely your second best option.
Usually hammies are about a week to get right. And I'm more on get Poyer healthy. I'm not rushing him back. If I can have him ready for AFC Championship, Super Bowl, I'm satisfied with that.
Right.
Because, you got to be healed. Otherwise, with the hammy, you can just re-aggravate it and it's just going to linger. These young guys, they got to get in tune, especially these guys who are going to be the future of this football team.
Right.
I
agree.
he can serve as a player's coach for now to help them to get into the position. It's just not Hancock. Hancock's not it. Possibly Cam Lewis is also an option that they can swing in there at safety. He's played a little bit of corner and safety, so he's an option as well.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So yeah, definitely a win. A playoff win is always a win in my book. I don't care if it's ugly. I don't care if we won by 1,000. I don't care if we won by 1. A win is a win. We Bills fans, we know what happened in Super Bowl 25. We lost by a point. So a win is a win when it comes playoff time.
That's a fact. Let's get into our top 5 segment.
This is the BA-Dubs top 5 segment. Buffalo, get ready.
Getting hot.
You got them? Well, let's get them. Get them.
Yeah, so you guys may have noticed, you might like, Cool's not smiling like he normally does. It's playoff time. It's playoff time. I don't play games.
Yeah.
I'm serious, man.
You
I'm
locked
locked in. I'm like, yo, I'm not playing no games. I'm criticizing everything that don't look right for professional athletes and for professional coaches. I want to see us win. This has got to be the year.
Yeah.
This has got to be the year, the final year of Highmark, and I want to see it in every single player's heart. I want to see it in their eyes. I want to see fearlessness. I want to see all you got strength. I want to see focus. I want to see locked in. I don't want to see nobody in no club. I want to see everybody doing everything they can, their very best on every block, on every defensive play, getting hands up if you don't get to the quarterback to try to deflect the ball. That's where I'm at right now. Whatever it takes.
It's nothing wrong with being Kobe in game 2. You remember that press conference? Like, Kobe, you don't look happy. Why would I be happy? Is the job done? I don't think so. That's where you at. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I am just thrilled that nobody expected us to win, and we're still here. Because, everybody just doubted us that we were going to beat Jacksonville in Duval, which we did. It's funny. A lot of Bills fans in that stadium. Didn't I say don't nobody go to Jacksonville games, even a playoff game? A lot of Bills fans in that stadium yesterday. Notice when we got those interceptions, a lot of cheers in that stadium. Shout out to the Bills, man, pulling off the dub and getting that weird, oh my God, they haven't won a game away in the playoffs for so long. Well, there are a couple reasons for that. Number one, it was a drought for a while. And the last time we had a drought, we ended the drought back in 2018. We played the Duval Jacksonville Jaguars. They beat us by 3. We were just happy ending the drought. And then we were just that good. We had all home playoff games. And the ones we did have away were against the Chiefs. So, can you really hold that against us? I don't think so.
Yeah. All right, so our top 5 segment, Cousin Brad, I started it off last week. You go ahead. Who is your number 5 player of the week?
Number 5 player, and remember I shocked a lot of people that say Cole Bishop was number 5. This week I'm going to give it to somebody else who we were hard on. Matt Prater. Matt Prater is my number 5 guy. Your man was hurt. He didn't kick off all game yesterday. My man's like 40 years old dealing with a leg injury. He did not miss a kick all game yesterday. Made a 50-yarder with no problem. Shout out to Matt Prater, number 5 player. He was on point yesterday. Shout out to him.
Yeah, Prater, definitely. I'm going to go Shaq Thompson as number 4, man. This guy has been impressing me all season long. He had the big interception in the first half to really get Buffalo on the board. I wanted 6. We ended up with 3. But at the end of the day, I was calling it. I was like, yo, we need a pick right here. Picked off. And Shaq Thompson, he's really showing how versatile he is. He's really considered a run-stopping linebacker, but you see how versatile he is in the passing game. He does everything well.
Yeah.
This guy, I really hope the Buffalo Bills sign him to a contract.
A veteran
after this season, because he's really this might be his last hoorah, bro. He's been the best linebacker on this team.
Facts.
Easy.
Facts.
Dorian Williams got into another one of those games. He had another one of those games.
Yep.
Where he was over pursuing, out of position.
Yep.
Getting knocked off the line. Not handling his 111. But this guy, Shaq Thompson, he's always where he needs to be.
Smart player.
Plays. He comes in. He's a sure tackler. I mean, what more can you ask for a linebacker like him? So he's got to be our number 4 player.
Okay, respect it. Number 3 is a collective. It's a collective one. It's a collective one right here.
No collectives. Come on, player.
I can't do that.
You gotta do it. Yeah. You gotta give it to the player. Just the player right now. Just the player. No more collectives. No whole offensive line. No whole defensive line.
Fine. If we're doing this, I gotta go Sean McDermott as number 3 because he coached an excellent game yesterday. He challenged when he was supposed to challenge. He called timeouts when he was supposed to call timeout. And he said, you know what? No, we're not taking a knee and then we're letting the clock run down. We're going to put him and close the casket now. Go ahead and punch it in. He punched it in, got the pick, won the game. I got to go Sean McDermott with number 3. He was just awesome yesterday. Got to give him credit.
Okay. I got to give number 2 to Josh Allen. Josh Allen continues to be the MVP. It's hands down. He had a great game, despite the lack of receivers that he has. He's making the best of what he has. He's taking sacks. He looked like he broke his fingers and his hands. That one throw it went off someone's helmet. Thing looked like he hurt his knee. They tried to hurt the man in the first half. That should have been a call, a flag. It wasn't, and he continues to show that he's a world-class guy. He's going to keep playing. He's a warrior. He's all that we can ask for in a player. So definitely got to be number 2 for me.
We have been blessed with Josh Allen. Thank you so much, Draft. Sorry, we have been blessed. Thank you, Josh Allen. All right, and what are we on? 1?
We on 1.
Can I give an honorable mention before I go to number 1?
Sure.
Honorable mention, the entire Bills offensive line. A 10-yard tush push. A 10-yard tush push against the number 1 ranked rushing defense in the league. A 10-yard tush push. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. That means my 5 guys against your 4 guys and your linebackers. We took our quarterback and obliterated your defensive line and got our quarterback 10 yards on a tush push on a 4th and 1. Not only did we pick up the first down, we dragged him another 10 yards. That was awesome. So honorable mention goes to the offensive line because that was amazing. I think that's the first time that we've ever seen that before. And everybody's saying, oh, the Bills voted against that. Yeah, well, since you guys didn't ban it, we're just going to use it against you. And shout out to us because that was amazing. But number 1 has to go to Mr. Tre'Davious White because dude was on another level. Yes, there he is. Showing up as Trey Day of old. Man, still got it. You still got it in the tank, man. Maybe you saved it for the playoffs. We respect it, but Tre'Davious White was absolutely amazing yesterday, locking down the other cornerback spot, making the tip to the young boy back there, number 24, Cole Bishop. Hey, man, Trey was awesome. Trey was amazing. I was worried because Maxwell Harrison was out. Trey made me remember why he was Sean McDermott's first-round draft pick. Maybe remember he did come from LSU. Maybe remember that he was that guy. He came back. Shout out to him. Should have had 2 picks, but whatever. He got it.
Yeah, man.
Played a heck of a game.
Played a great game. He was everywhere. He made plays. He was confident. He wasn't afraid of the moment. He rose to the occasion. This is what he's here for.
Yeah.
This is what he's here for, great tenure in Buffalo his first time. Coming back, we've been a little critical of him because he's been really struggling to get his feet up under him. But he's come to play. He's coming to play. He's coming together. There was a touchdown that he also saved as well. Yep. Honorable mention, Cole Bishop. Cole Bishop continues to be that steady guy in the back end of this defense that we need. He has really taken his game to another level. We always talk about the misses that Brandon Beane has missed on. Got to talk about Cole Bishop. Got to talk about Deion Walker, who's playing 73% of snaps
As a rookie.
As a defensive lineman.
Rookie.
As a defensive tackle that's over 330 pounds.
He swallows people. And he's
Playing
doubled a
73.
lot too. If y'all didn't know, he's double teamed a lot.
Yeah.
So
shout out to those honorable mention guys, because those guys definitely contributed for this win. And we're gonna need all of that. We're gonna need all of that and some. But I think by now, Brad, I think we know who our leaders are.
Yeah.
I think we know and I hope Joe Brady knows this. Who are guys that can be depended on. Mm-hmm. So let's just, we did our top 5, but let's just talk about a few before we go into our next segment. Cause just a few guys that are difference makers on this team that you can rely on every week other than Josh Allen.
Lunch pail.
Lunch pail guy. Like I said, I mentioned Shaq Thompson. He's one of them. Who you got?
Christian Benford. Yeah, okay. I mean, he was pretty much. Hey, you said Jacoby Myers was going to be a difference maker. I don't think he had a catch all game yesterday.
He had a catch.
He did?
14. Yeah.
1 for 14. Okay. Well, hey, Christian Benford pretty much locked that other side up. Trevor Lawrence did not throw to his left that much. So I gotta give Christian Benford credit where credit was due. Another dude I want to give credit to is Osiris Torrance. Man-chow. Mm-hmm. He was all over the field. Dude, plowing through the defensive line. I was expecting Josh Hines Allen to have a big game. He did have a sack, but I mean, I was happy with the offensive line play. Another lunch pail guy, the punter. I don't even know his name, but he was punting. He punted very well. Had a crucial punt that got him pinned in the back of their 20, and he was kicking off for us. Lunch pail dude, dependable guy. Got to give credit where credit is due. And Dalton Kincaid, I mean, come on, man. Dalton Kincaid is awesome.
Yeah.
When he's healthy.
Please drop comments down below on your top 5, and we'll highlight your top 5 as well, your top 5 players of this game as we go through our lunch pail guys. I also got to throw out there, Bosa didn't have the best game, but he's a lunch pail guy.
Yeah.
He didn't have the best game. But he's gonna come along. He's gonna come along. He's a guy that you can rely on. We talked about Khalil Shakir being a guy. Dawson Knox, he's a guy. If Kincaid can't go for some odd reason, Dawson Knox has shown that he can be that guy. Connor McGovern, you got to give him. We don't talk about our center enough.
We don't.
Connor McGovern has been the studies up for a contract at the end of the season. So hopefully we can lock him up as well as Osiris Torrance. But yes, definitely those are the guys that we definitely going to need week in and week out to be consistent for us to get to the Super Bowl.
Oh, you know who else doesn't get no love? Who should get love? Reggie Gilliam. We got to get Reggie Gilliam some love, man.
Yeah.
On those tush push plays, he knows his job. He knows the assignment. He says, "Oh, tush push. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. Here's my job." He goes and does it. Reggie Gilliam, shout out to you, man. They don't love fullbacks no more. Shout out to you.
Yeah,
man.
They do, man. He reminds me a lot of Sam Gash. Does a lot of dirty work. Yeah, he was trying to get him a touchdown at the end of the last season game, and didn't work out for him. Just to get him his first career touchdown. But it is what it is.
A touchdown? We got to get him a touchdown.
He hasn't scored a touchdown yet. Yeah.
Got to get him one.
Oh, correction. Right. John says Torrance has one more season. All right. I have to look into that.
Osiris,
I believe it's McGovern's up. I believe it's McGovern's up then. Let's go into our Bills Mafia trivia.
All right.
Party starts in 3, 2, 1.
All right. It's been 33 years since the Bills won a postseason road game. What was the last time the Bills won a postseason road game? Do you remember the team we played against? What was the year? Drop comments down below. We need the year and we need the team the Bills played. No Googling. This is based on your Bills knowledge. If you wasn't there, you wasn't there. If you don't know, you don't know. Drop comments below. We would love to hear your take on that.
They kept bringing that up like that mattered or anything. Like we didn't go through a drought that long.
What it just means is every time we were really, really good, we didn't have to go into on the road.
That's what I'm
just all it is
saying.
to
Like,
it.
bruh, what? Why y'all keep sweating this? Like, dude, yeah. And we remember we took the Chiefs to the limit every time we showed up at Arrowhead, except for that one time where they blew us out in the championship game. Like, man, y'all kept hammering that in the ground. Why everybody typing in the comments, Tony Romo, you suck. You suck as a color man. Like, I thought Chris Collinsworth is still bad, but Tony Romo, you suck too. You suck too. Like, bro, some of the stuff you were saying, it was like, duh. Like, oh my gosh. It's like, tell you, Jim, the Jaguars, they may win this game. Yeah, they may win this game. We know that. That's why they're playing. Like, whoever is going to win this game, they're going to go on to the next round. Yeah, that's what happens when you win a playoff game. Like, what? What are you talking about? Like, dude, God, Tony Romo is just awful. Like, dude,
he's not awful. He was just awful yesterday.
Yeah, he was bad.
He's one of the better commentators. You got to give him credit for that.
Oh no! Yesterday he was just off. Like Sean McDermott, yeah, he's gonna challenge this. He just threw the flag, bro. What are you watching? What are you watching right there? We know that already. God, he was just so annoying yesterday, bro. Like dude, let Jim handle it. Jim's got it. Like Jim's a pro. He's got it.
Oh boy!
Like man,
there was a lot of complaints about him. A lot.
Bruh. Yeah. Bruh, like man, like oh my goodness! I hope we don't get him this Saturday. Please let us get Iron Eagle. Like, let us get Iron Eagle, because man, Tony Romo is awful. Like,
buddy. All right, so nobody can come up with this answer, huh? All
really?
Right, so the answer was January 17th, 1993, the AFC Championship. The Buffalo Bills played against the Miami Dolphins and beat them 29-10 to go to their third straight Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That was the last time the Buffalo Bills had a postseason road game win.
Yeah, preventing Dan Marino from getting that Super Bowl that he never went to. Never won.
Yeah, he won. He went to one. He went to one.
He went to one.
And got
went
beat,
to one. Yeah. Sorry, Dan.
Yeah.
Well.
But yeah, that was the last time. That was the Kelly and Thurman and Bruce and Andre era.
Yeah,
it was the last time. And it's no big deal because at the end of the day, we've just been.
Yeah, the drought's over. The droug's over. Like, I don't even know why that was really a stat that people kept bringing up. They've never won an away playoff game. We didn't have to. Like, God, that just bothered me. That just bothered me yesterday. Tony Romo. Yeah.
Tony, he don't know what he's talking about. All right, guys, let's talk about this here. We got a tough opponent coming up. Another defensive front that will be coming after Josh Allen. Offensive line is going to need to be on point to get a dub. How to get a dub segment. Buffalo going into Mile High Stadium to play the number 1 seed. And this is the first time that the road team going against the number 1 seed in a long time.
You can say it. Yeah.
Are not the underdogs. The Bills are not the underdogs. They are expected to win, favored by a point. In this game, and we can probably say that based off last year, we put up 40 on their head when we played them last year. So we can say, in a sense, say, Cuzzo Brad, the Bills have had their number. Sean Payton, Bo Nix has got another year, and he's learning that Sean Payton system. So it will be a different game than it was last year. How to get a dub? Buffalo Bills have to play Buffalo Bill football.
Yep.
And we say it every week. You know who your 3 guys are in the backfield. Hopefully we get Ty Johnson healthy. Hopefully we can use the guys as dual threats in the running in the backfield and catching the ball. We talked about Kincaid. We talked about Knox. We talked about Khalil Shakir being that other consistent target for us. We're going to need some of the others too. But I think James Cook, this has to be his game. This has to be Cookie's game to really propel us into going into the AFC Championship. And obviously, we need to do our best to stop the run.
Hey, Denver. How you doing? It's been a while. I haven't seen you since last season when you wanted us. Remember how you guys said you wanted Buffalo? Then you came to Buffalo, and we dropped 38 on you. But anyway, another season. Look, man, I'm going to tell you the same thing I told you last year. This ain't really against you. No problem. We got no beef with you, Denver. Kind of got a thing for the Super Bowl this year, and you're on the tracks when the train's coming through. So move or be moved. Sean Payton, nothing but respect for you, bro. Won a Super Bowl, one of the best offensive minds in the game. Yeah, it's a freight train coming at your head again. And you can either move or you will be moved. This is going to be a crucial game. I think we're going to beat them. I'm not going to say we're going to blow them out because they've learned a lot. They had some rest. We play them on a Saturday, even though I think that's unfair because, we just won yesterday and now we got to prepare for Saturday. Don't know if we're going to get the 8 o'clock game or the 4 o'clock game. We'll see after tonight. But I think it's a little unfair that they get a whole week and a day of rest while we only get 4 days of rest. But, whatever. Tomato, tomato. You're in the way. Josh Allen, the Western New York nightmare is coming to Mile High, and we're going to run it down your throat. You can either move or be moved. I love the Broncos. I love the story. Number 1 seed. You ain't been battle tested that much this year. You beat the Chiefs. Give you credit. So do we. And this is a team that is starving right now, and nobody wants to play the Bills, and you just happen to be next up on the schedule. So we're going to have to take you down.
Yep. Drop your score predictions below my score prediction. I think it's going to be a tight one again. I'm going to say Buffalo scores 31 points. I'm giving the Broncos 23.
Okay. I see the Bills winning this one 31-17. I think they get a couple of touchdowns at the end of the game. I like Bo Nix. I am not sold on Bo Nix. I like him. I like him a lot. A lot of moxie, a lot of passion the way he plays. Not sold on him yet. I love the Sean Payton offense. I just think Sean McDermott's he's just going to outcoach him. He's just going to outcoach him again. I think they're going to get a little overzealous, and they're going to get a little over anxious, and they're going to make some mistakes. I like the Bills winning this one 31-17.
Yeah, John Roberts says 31-21, similar, right between both of ours. I had 31-23. You had 31-17. So all three of us agree on the 31.
Yep.
I think it's going to be a good game in the first half. I think it's going to be close. We're a second half team, and Josh Allen's going to come alive like always. I see James Cook being an early part of this game. Mm-hmm. I see him doing well in the passing game and in the running game, opening up the offense a little bit. I see Khalil Shakir having a pretty good game as well. He's been the most consistent target for Josh Allen all season long, with the exception of Dalton Kincaid. When Dalton Kincaid's been injured, that's the guy that he relies on. That's who Josh Allen is. Josh Allen is a quarterback that relies on trust. He relies on trust. Like, I see him turn his head away from certain players so fast.
I don't.
I see him doing it all the time. I see him turn his head from players that he doesn't trust so quick. Like, boom, boom, boom. He's like, you ain't where you're supposed to be. I'm looking where my guy should be quickly.
So who do you say he doesn't trust on this offense?
I don't believe he trusts Coleman like that. I think he likes Coleman. He wants to see him succeed, but I don't think he trusts him. I don't believe he trusts Josh Palmer enough, because even when he's playing, he doesn't really throw to him like that. He doesn't trust Curtis Samuel. In the 2 years he's been here, he's done absolutely nothing, and he hasn't showed up. I think he has a level of trust with Gabe Davis, obviously. He's played with him a number of years. Gabe had his best career here in Buffalo. I think he trusts Shavers to an extent. But I think Kincaid, Knox, and Shakir and his running backs are his favorite targets.
And there's nothing wrong with that. If that's the formula, this dude wants to go with it. Hey, That's the recipe. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I honestly don't think that. I love the Denver defense. I think they have a great pass rush. I do not think they're going to have an answer for James Cook, Ray Davis, and Ty Johnson, and Josh Allen coming out of the backfield. They do not play well against the run, and this is the number one rushing attack in the league. And I think our offensive line is going to open up some holes for James Cook to plow through. So I honestly think they're not going to have an answer for James Cook.
Darnell says 28-17. Again, we all in the same spear. I said 31-23. John Roberts says 31-21. Cuz O'Brad, you said 31-17. Darnell's right with you with their same score. So very similar scores. Darnell also mentioned that Josh is bonding with Brandon Cooks, which is good, and we're seeing that trust. We're seeing that trust develop. Mm-hmm. We're seeing it on the field. He's a guy that's going to stretch the field and try to make big plays for this team, and let's hope they keep building on that. We keep taking those shots. We need to take shots. We need to open up the offense a little bit to spread the field out a little bit, especially with our speedsters pretty much gone. So Brandon is our main speedster. He's a guy that defensive coordinators will watch for. If he gets one or two of those a game, they'll pay attention to him. They'll move a safety over there when they see him in the game on the out wide. So that's where I think essentially is his job to do as a Buffalo Bill right now.
Okay. All right. Should be an interesting matchup. So I think the Bills are going to win. You think the Bills are going to win. A lot of our audience think the Bills are going to win. That begs the question. Out of the other three teams that are on the playoff board, who do you want to play? Drop your comments now. Who do you want to go through to get to that Super Bowl in Santa Clara this season? Who do you want to go through? Cool, I'll let you go first. You want to go through Pittsburgh, New England, or Houston? Who do you want to play?
Give me New England. I want New England's head on a silver platter. I think they are the best all-around team next to us. Obviously, with the guys opponents left. Obviously, defensive-wise, we saw what Houston can do. They're a scary team to play. Not afraid of them, though. Even though they sacked Josh Allen 5 times, hit him 8 in our last meeting with them, I believe if you give Sean McDermott some tape on you, he'll figure some things out. Even though he's not an offensive coach, but I think he'll figure some things out. And even so, they only beat us by 3 points.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So they didn't particularly stop us. They didn't particularly stop us, and we didn't particularly stop them. So I want to see New England.
Okay. I'm going to go the opposite route. I want Houston. And the only reason why I'm saying this, I've been saying it since the beginning of the season. I want all the demons to be slayed. Beat the Ravens, beat the Chiefs, beat the Bengals, beat New England. We wanted to beat Philly. We came into a bad throwaway from beating Philly. Didn't beat them. So that's kind of on my radar. Jacksonville, they beat us in the playoffs. We just beat them. There's only one team we didn't beat in the playoffs. You remember that. You were at my engagement party that day. We were there. We were watching the game. It was supposed to be a happy time. I had to turn the television off because it was so sad. I want Houston. They beat us on the earlier season. They didn't have C.J. Stroud. I want Houston. I am hoping they win today. I am hoping they beat the Patriots. And I want to go through Houston to rip out the heart of the Houston fan base and go to Santa Clara and claim that Lombardi trophy. So I want Houston.
All right. John Roberts says he wants to play Pittsburgh. Yeah, that sounds like we're taking the easy way out.
hey, we got to steamroll Pittsburgh again.
We did chip that game against Houston, and they didn't really have an answer for Cook. Yeah.
They sure didn't.
Yeah, they didn't.
I want Houston.
Yeah, I still got this thing with New England. I still got this thing with them. Maybe because Diggs is over there and they're starting to smell themselves again. And I'm going to put
Are they though?
They are starting to smell themselves. I want to put that to rest, bro. I want to put that to rest. Like, we still the kings of this AFC East. Y'all won the division this year. We still the kings of the AFC. We're going to beat y'all twice.
Yeah.
We're gonna beat y'all twice. And if and if it come down to us getting to a Super Bowl, y'all gonna have Tom Brady on y'all side. We're gonna have Jim Kelly on our side. We're gonna blow y'all out. We're gonna blow y'all out. We're gonna blow y'all out. That's what I want to see. I want to see another 51-3 game where
in
we just
Foxborough.
in Foxborough. Where we just blow a team out in their own home field.
Oh yeah, because I'm be real with
by
you.
halftime.
For real, a lot of mad Boston fans better pray for the Celtics. Because I'm gonna be real, Justin Herbert, he's not Josh Allen. I'm just being real. That offensive line ain't our offensive line. And do you really want to get a lead on us? Because you seen what happened last time.
Yep.
And do you want to let us come back in the second half? You seen what happened last time. And the time you beat us, you barely did. So I don't know. Man.
All around, New England's the best opponent in the AFC left for us.
Yeah.
Oh, they're the most balanced team. They're the most. They got a solid defense, solid offense, a solid system. And it's taking Josh Allen's heroics to beat them the last game. So we're gonna need that if we're gonna play them. But one game at a time. We got the number one seed. We got to go deal with. Let's go deal with them. Let's go handle business. And we two more. And if we get this win, we two more wins away from the biggest game. One more win away from the biggest game of our lives.
Yeah.
Since we've been adults, man.
Yeah. Let's be real, man. It would be awesome to come into Houston or come into Foxborough with the severed heads of a jaguar and a horse. That's a scary sight. And, hey, New England, if you play Houston, I honestly don't think Pittsburgh's going to win. I'm going to be real. I don't think Pittsburgh has a shot. I mean, they're one field goal away from being, Tomlin being fired. So, I mean, let's be real. I'm just being real. I do not see the Texans losing this game tonight. But, hey, New England, you might not survive Houston. I'm just being real. Just being real. You might not survive Houston. So don't get cocky.
Well, I'm telling you this. If Aaron Rodgers got one more in him, it's going to be his last win. I'm going to tell you that.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers. Any life left?
This has been real. Thank you guys for being with us. This is Buffalo Against the World. Hopefully, we're talking next Sunday, actually, following up after the game. The Buffalo Bills get a dub and going into the AFC Championship. That's what we're looking forward to. Don't start celebrating yet. It hasn't happened. Let's get ready. We're going to see you at the end of this game tonight where we play, whether it's 8 o'clock or 4 o'clock.
4:30
on Saturday. And we'll see you then. This is Kulu and Cuzin Brad. We signing off. This is Buffalo Against the World.
This is Buffalo Against the World Sports Talk with Kulu and
Cuzin Brad.
Bills Mafia. It's our time.
Act like you know, baby.
Act like you know.
Against the world.
High, big BSS, man. Buffalo against the world, man. We take on anybody. It's Buffalo against the world, man. Buffalo against the world. Y'all know what's going on, man. We out here. We outside, man. We outside.
Buffalo against the world.
It's the mafia, the fan base that adopt you. On Sundays, we are not cool. Any other days, we're rival. Heaven sent, we're Hamlin win. We spoke to God and said thanks.